So, what are we going to do today? We're going to work on the improvements on the blog post area. So, in the last stream, if you remember, I have done an image carousel like this one. So I moved it from the up top area to down here, and also I've made I've made the images use height instead of width because I want all of the images to have a specific height rather than a specific width. This way I can ensure that they can take, no matter if the images are widescreen, no matter if the images are super tall, I can ensure that they take a certain amount of space on the screen. Because if you just set the width, the image might be super tall and it's going to take the whole of your blog post, and people are going to scroll down and down and down. It's not what we want, right? So yeah, I'm using height from now on. I have a few user stories today, but rather than just reading all of them one by one, I'm going to do something else. I'm going to get started with the implementation right away. So if you remember the last time we were talking about how we can, I was talking about I want to move all of the images from inside the public directory to the data directory, right? So I want to move all of them here, or maybe under the blog area. Like I have a folder called QNote in here. I'm going to move all of these things under here in a second, but I want to make sure that we can find a way to import all of these things dynamically. So I want to keep everything away from the public directory, but at the same time I also want to be able to import things dynamically. I was doing a lot of research on how to do this. It's not that easy, and I'm not sure if it's the best practice, but it solves our problem, and then we can always improve if we find a better way in the future, right? All right, okay. First thing, I'm going to move all of these images from inside the public directory to in a folder called QNote under the blog folder. So maybe in the future we could do, maybe in the future I can move this to the QNote folder as well, or I could move all of these images to the images folder. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a better idea. I haven't decided yet, but it's time to decide now, right? So data, images. Actually, why not? Yeah, there's a folder called blog images, so let's move QNote over there. What could go wrong, right? What could go wrong? And let's check the, actually no, I don't need to, okay, why not? Does it say that we've renamed them? Yes, we have renamed them, and yeah, we've just moved them. That's okay, that's cool. Okay, that's what we wanted to see. Nice. You can close this terminal, and let's go back. So if I go back to the website, it's going to complain that these images are not found. Is this a, sorry. All right. Is the server running? Probably it didn't register that I moved the images, so let me start it again. And if I start it again, you'll see that these images are not displayed anymore. Let's wait. It's loading. All right, the new MacBook is coming sometime next week, hopefully. So this loading time will be shortened quite a lot. Yeah, it can't find the images anymore, which is actually a good thing. So I was doing a lot of research, just as I told you, and apparently there's a way to dynamically load content, because in one of my previous streams, I've done something that, let me find it. It was in the utils folder, right? Yeah, I've done something like that. Looks like this. This loads all of the file names and file links statically at compile time, and I don't want this. Turns out this is not what I want, and also I should be lazily loading them. So let me create a tech debt item for that, actually. Tech debt. This is a 5-story pointer because this might be a difficult change and I have no idea how to fix it just yet. I've done lots of research, but I have no idea if this is going to work or not, right? So, okay, what are we going to do? File manager utils, right? Yeah. Lazy import or dynamic import. Okay, I'll probably remember this when I just take a look at this file again. Okay, let's go back to the research content, right? In here, well, first of all, let me show you what I'm okay. One thing at a time. Let me explain the problem to you. If you go to the qnot.markdown file, you can see this is how I'm planning to use the components. Yeah. So I'm going to specify a folder. The folder is going to be called qnot. Microphone is bothering me. Let me just move it a little bit. Yeah, it's better. Okay. So I'm going to have a folder called qnot, and this folder is going to be under the images directory. Where is it? Data, images, and in here, in blog images, there's a folder called qnot, right? And it's like there. And in this folder, there are 4 images. All of them are ending with PNG, like as you can see. And I want to like load all of these images into an image carousel just by giving the file names. So I'm going to give the folder name, it's going to find this folder, and I'm going to give the image names, and it's going to get the image names from here. Actually, I'm not sure if I need the image names or not, because possibly what I could do is I can just give it a folder name, and then using that folder name, it's going to retrieve all of the files in there, and it's going to automatically feed all of the files in the image. That could be another goal, or I don't know, another task, or possibly I can do something else. I have no idea as of now, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right, let's go back to image carousel. So I was talking about that research, right? Apparently, yeah, let me get rid of these things. And well, in this file, we had two variables that we passed, folder and images. Let me just do the variable passing in here, images. So folder, it's a prop type dot string dot is required, yeah, and images is prop types dot string is required again. Both of those are strings. I'm passing strings, as you can see, they're just strings, double quotations. Prop types is not imported. Can we just import it? No, we can go back to a different component. Yeah, I can do. All right, I'll import it in here. Cool, everything is done. Cool. So we're importing these two things, and we can write JavaScript code in here, right? Okay, so there's this concept called dynamic importing in React. I'm not sure if it's the best practice or not, but we're learning so many things as we go along, and I'm always trying to improve. I'm always prioritizing the tech debt work. I've just added another tech debt item, and I'm gonna take care of all of these things as I go along, because like the more stuff you learn, the more tech debt comes up, and you have to keep the tech debt items, number of tech debt items very low, because once it gets beyond a certain level, it just starts exponentially growing, and I do not want that. Okay. So we have folder, we have images, right? How are we going to import the file names? Of like, how are we going to import what's inside this directory and use it to create an image map? Like, at the end of the day, I want to do something like I want to convert these strings, and these are comma separated file names, right? I want to put all of these things in an array and be like, hey, give me the files inside the qnot folder, and using these files, put them in here. Like, you'll see. So first thing, I want to import all of the file names, and to do that, there is this very cool thing that we can just copy and paste, and I'm going to explain everything to you. Right. Image array, yeah. All right, so images is a string, as you can see. Can I close this? Yes. As you can see, this is a string. It has a Python screenshot 1, screenshot 2, and 3. And this is a comma separated string. I'm splitting them splitting it by a comma, and it's going to give me an array. 0 is going to be epicon, 1 is going to be screenshot 1, and it goes on like that. I mean, if you can understand React, I'm pretty sure that you can understand the concept of arrays. So, okay, and in here, I have created something that dynamically loads images, right? But first, let me explain how this works. So, this is the dynamic imports. It goes to the blog, it goes up one directory. Where is this folder? It goes up one, and we're in source now, and it goes on the folder, which it shouldn't do. Components goes up. So it's going to be components. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. Here in components, we go up one. We are at source level now, and we're going to go to the data folder, and inside that data folder, we're going to have a folder called images, and under images, there's going to be a folder called blog images. Actually, I don't need to call it blog images. It's under the images folder anyway, right? I can just call it blog, and under blog, I'm going to have a folder which has the name QNote, and this is going to go to that folder, and it's going to retrieve me the first image that we've specified in here, and it's just going to get me the PNG file. Actually, is that a good idea? I'm not sure. We'll see. So actually, what happens if I just do this? That's what I'm wondering, right? Okay. Also, it's going to complain that import and export may only appear at the top level. That's because ESLint, like this is just going to work. This compiles fine, right? Okay, it compiles fine and it runs fine. I've tested it. So the problem is ESLint is not correctly configured to use this kind of import. This kind of import is coming from something called Babel or something. I have no idea what it is, but I can learn later. And apparently, to fix it, you have to add this rule to your ESLint file. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to add it in here. So if you add this in here, maybe do this instead. Yeah. Okay. So if you do that and go back, this error is going to go away, which is nice. Cool. And if you go back to Google Chrome, you're going to see cannot find module QNote because we have to refresh the blog post. So we're going to go to the home page and click the blog post again. Okay, probably not. That was a bad idea. Okay, right. I still haven't been. I still haven't managed to get used to Catalina's full screen. Okay, right. I don't know, what did macOS Catalina bring? Like, what is different from Mojave? I can't really feel anything being different, apart from the full screen thing. Did they bring anything new? They probably brought a lot of stuff new, but I don't use them. Maybe it's because my old my MacBook's old and they've only feature flagged those features for the new MacBooks. I don't know. I might take a look sometime. Huh. Okay. Where could this be coming from? Okay, let's first see if this is coming from here. Yes, so this is definitely the root cause of the issue. Okay, data images blog. Can I do this? Okay. So you need to give this a proper file name for it to work. And that's what we're going to do now. So if you remember, we have our image file names in here. And we are going to do just a plus, and actually no, we don't need that. We can do the React way of string concatenation. I can do image array, and I can do 0, and then just outside of this I can do .png. And this is going to give me an image file name in the console, right? Yeah. So if you copy this URL now, open a new web page, do localhost, and paste it in, you're going to see the QNote logo. So this is exactly what we wanted. Perfect, perfect. Okay, and like we're gonna call this constantly, and we're gonna put all of these things in an array, and we're gonna map that array into a component, into an image component. But I think there's an even better way of doing this. So if I come here, put some React in here, I can just cut this, paste this in, get rid of the semicolon in there, and I can do image link, and we're going to just copy this, paste it in, and remove this, do image link dot default. This just gives me the link. Anyway, let's get rid of all of these. I hope this works. I have no idea if this is going to work actually. Right, okay, this is a problem. The problem is this return I have no idea what I'm doing now. Okay, is this gonna work? Possibly not. No. This is definitely not gonna work. Revert. Okay. Okay, let's think again. Okay, let's revert back to a safe state. Okay, this state was safe, right? Okay, this is empty. Right, let's get rid of that. Cool. Okay, I have to remember how to do a map. So we have plenty of examples of map in home.jsx. And let's just take a look at this one. Let's just copy this, go back, paste this in. Instead of ongoing projects, we are going to be mapping something called an image array map, image file name. Yeah, I can pretty much get rid of all of, actually before I get rid of all of these, wait. I'm gonna take a look at that style as well. I want to be able to run JavaScript in here. So I could do this next line, and inside that line I can copy this, paste it in. Oh, what I'm doing is probably super complicated to new joiners, newcomers, or people like who don't know these kinds of anyway. But I'll explain everything once I finish. And this is going to be image file name. And instead of doing a console.log, we're going to return _default. Let's rename this to be image link. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of all of these. Do I need a semicolon in here? No. Let's get rid of all of these things again. You know what? If I scroll down and if I see the images in here, of course not. Of course not. It wasn't going to be that easy, was it? Okay, what's it complaining about now? Each child in a list should have a unique key prop. No, that's not what we care about, is it? That's definitely not what we care about. Right. Well, that's not good. Instead of returning something, can we do console.log image link.default? The semicolon in there as well. Let's get rid of these things. What does this do? Well, of course it's going to complain because we haven't defined the image array now. Cool. Okay, so this gives us 4 different file names, which is, yeah, that's what we wanted, right? Okay, okay, okay. What if we call the toString function? Is that going to make a difference? No. These are strings anyway, right? Yeah, okay, inspect. Oh, this is a promise. That's why. I didn't think about this and I haven't done my research for this. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's try. ToString React. Can we do something like observe, wait, just like we do in Android? Wait, and then. The only way to continue processing is to call an await function. Ooh, that sounds difficult. Is there an easy way? Probably not. What I'm trying to do is difficult. So yeah, promise.resolve. So this returns a promise, and when it finishes, it returns us this thing. Yeah, promise.resolve value. Huh. Honestly, I didn't think about how I'm going to use these things. Okay, I think this is a very good time to end the stream in here, and then I'll do some research and then I'll start again. All right, bye.